Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Joe Criado. I'm going to be doing a slideshow here on 3D print technology. And this is for my Engineering 100 class. Very fascinating, very interesting. I never knew this was out there. For those of you that don't know, 3D, what is 3D print? It's a manufacturing process, and it's based off a digital file. Basically, what that means is if you ever made a sandwich with multiple layers of ham and roast beef and stuff like that, that's pretty much what this does. You're laying down layers of different material, or maybe even the same material, and you stack it on top of each other, and you shape it however you want to shape it until you're able to create whatever it is you're trying to create. There is a couple of different techniques to do it. Basically, what it does is it's called slicing, and again, that's when the machine itself stacks everything together, and then what it does is it's able to rotate and move around on all three axes, and that's where you're able to get cuts and shapes in pretty much any fashion, any shape you'd like. One of the techniques that's used is called lithography, and I can see that I misspelled lithography up there. What this does, if you can see the picture right here up on top, it's got a laser source, and it uses a UV photopolymer resin. Basically, it uses a laser, and it builds off of the builds your layers off the laser and that kind of thing. I know I'm stuttering here, but yeah, there you go. The next one is going to be selective laser sintering, and again, I apologize, I can't speak. That also uses a high power laser, but what that does is that fuses smaller pieces, smaller particles together, and it makes it into one piece, and then again it shapes into whatever it is you're trying to shape. So this uses pieces that are already basically cut, and you fuse those together. CAD. CAD is a computer-aided design, and basically it's exactly that. Use a program on the computer, and if you look at the example I got right here, it looks like some kind of mechanical part for something. I don't know exactly what it is, but what this is it creates the digital plan off of the computer. If anybody's ever bought a house or has remodeled their house, and you get these digital looking plans from your contractor, say if you're doing your kitchen over again or your bathroom over again, he gives you the design, and more than likely they use this program, the CAD program. It gives you accurate measurements and that kind of thing. So although I have a picture of some kind of mechanical part on the screen, if your parents have ever remodeled their house, I'm sure they've seen it before. It seems to be a standard now what a lot of mechanical engineers and contractors are using now. Very, very, very helpful, very clean. The next one's CNC, computerized numerical control machining. And what this does is, and if you look on the screen right there, if you've ever taken a shop class, a woodworking class, where they make, say, let's say they make the pillars, or they make the rails for your stairs, where they put the piece of wood on this machine and it spins it. And what you do is you take a drill, and as it's spinning, you apply the drill to the wood, and it starts to actually cut the wood. If anybody's ever seen the movie Ghost, when Debbie Moore is sitting on that chair and she's using that spinning thing to make her ceramic pots, same concept. That's what this does. It actually cuts into whatever material you're using. The problem with this one is it generates waste. All that extra stuff that gets tossed around, it's got to go somewhere. And that's one of the few ones that will generate waste. Benefits of this. If you notice, I got a picture of a skull there, and a jawbone. What's starting, it looks like it's starting to develop is they're starting to develop replacement parts, and I put that up there because I'm going to use that to make a point later on in the presentation. However, one of the examples I also like to use is mechanics, machine shops, what they can create parts for older vehicles that are no longer made. Great tool, especially for you automotive gearheads like I am. Here's a problem right here, though. Of course, there's got to be some people that take advantage of it. That bottom half of that receiver right there, that little blue thing, that is made off of a 3D printer. That weapon will not fire with just the top part. However, you add that bottom part, and you can do some damage. This would be an unregistered firearm. This could be made fully operational, fully automatic, which is illegal in California at least. But this is a problem. I personally work in law enforcement, and every day we hear about taking what's called ghost guns off the streets. This is a problem. This is a big problem right here. And of course, like I said, there's got people out there that take advantage of it. I put on their patent legality. Basically what that means is if I go and use a 3D printer and I go out and make something that somebody else has already made and designed, that person that made the initial design for that, I mean, it's their product. They should be getting a cut. They should be making some money off that. And if I'm making on my own the exact product, they're losing out on their own money. So that can be some major legal issues there. So one thing else I wanted to talk about is imagine being able to recreate body parts, bone structures, something like that for our wounded veterans coming home from combat. There's been a lot of medical advances where you've seen people coming back with say regenerated skin and bone and muscle tissue, stuff like that. Why not be able to recreate some of the bone material using 3D printers? That would be a fantastic thing if we were able to get that up and running. For anybody that is looking for a 3D printer, I've actually been able to locate several stores that I didn't know existed. There's a place called Gymbox 3D in Mountain View, 3D Printer Universe in San Leandro, and another place called Inception 3D Printing in San Jose. Me personally, like I said, I am in law enforcement. A friend of mine is on the the bomb squad, and he had let me know today that they actually have a 3D printer that they purchased for about $200-300, kind of cheap. And what they use that for is training purposes. They go and make little parts and pieces to whatever they're trying to build to basically blow up. One thing that a concern came up was that sometimes when you buy, like anything, you get what you pay for. If you buy the little inexpensive stuff, the pieces that are created aren't exactly as specified as the original. So that makes you kind of wonder how accurate are these machines, and ultimately how safe are they. So just some stuff to think about. And I want to thank everybody for your attention. If there's any questions, anybody, feel free to email me. Thank you, everyone, and have a fabulous evening, and good luck on the rest of the semester.